National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening and welcome to the National News broadcast, bringing to you live from the National News Studios here at Rupavahini. We are ready to bring you the top stories here at home and around the world. I am Charita Minipurarache.
And I'm Kasani Balachandra. Here are your top stories for tonight.
Five persons have been killed and 17 injured in a bus accident in Kolpiti. The government is to provide 500,000 rupees on behalf of each person killed in the accident to the families. The President says that the government is committed to extend the highest appreciation and honour to the teachers by safeguarding their rights. Strong winds damaged 25 houses in Puhulyaya. A red notice to residents around the Nilvala River. A drone attack on a military college in Syria kills 100 persons.
On to those stories in detail now. 5 persons were killed and 17 others injured when a massive tree fell onto a bus in the victims were travelling near the Liberty roundabout on the Duplication Road in Kolpiti this morning. A SLTB bus heading from Batugama from Colombo has met with this unexpected accident around 6:30 am. The tree has fallen on the bus when it was parked under the tree to board a large crowd assembled at the location. The police says although there was a bus stand about 50 meters away from the place where the bus was stationed, the crowd got used to get into the bus from the location where the tree was, as there was some shade underneath. The Fire Service Department, the Colombo Municipal Council, the Air Force, the Army and the police promptly mobilized into action to rescue the passengers trapped inside the bus. All the injured passengers were immediately hospitalized. The 2 final trapped passengers were rescued by around 8:15 in the morning. Thereafter, the Fire Service Department and the Air Force have taken measures to remove the tree in parts. A huge vehicle blockade was witnessed in all roads adjacent to the Gold Road, in addition to the Duplication Road due to the accident. On the instructions of President Ranil Wickremesinghe, the President's Secretary Saman Ekanaika has ordered the Transport Ministry and the Sri Lanka Transport Board to provide financial contribution amounting to 500,000 rupees to the family members of each person killed in the accident. It has also been reported that the State Minister of Defence has instructed all relevant state institutions to conduct a study to remove all objects including massive trees along the roadsides which could become a threat on the lives of the general public. Meanwhile, a special discussion on the bus accident was conducted under the leadership of Chairman of the SLTB. It has been decided to provide 500,000 rupees on behalf of each person killed and insurance coverage. Instructions have also been given to all officials, including depot managers, in areas where funerals of the victims are being conducted to assist in these activities. It has also been decided to provide leave with 1 week's salary to the driver and the conductor of the ill-fated bus.
1 person was killed and nearly 40 others injured in several motor accidents that have taken place in Pasiala, Kajugama, Kurunegala, Kirivaula and Kuliyapitiya this morning. In Kajugama, on the road of Colombo Kandy, a bus heading for Colombo from Ampara has clashed with a container truck. Injured persons have been admitted to the Vatupitivala hospital. Hospital sources say conditions of 3 of them are reported to be serious. In another bus accident in Karantippulla in Kuliyapitiya this morning, 15 school children were injured and hospitalized. A school bus transporting children from Muhuttavagoda hit a bus travelling to Colombo from Hittipulla. Eyewitnesses say that the SLTB bus, which came at high speed, hit the school bus and rolled on. Residents say there were around 30 students travelling in the bus. The police have arrested the driver of the SLTB bus. A container truck has run over a person and killed the victim in Kirivaula Junction on the Kurunegala-Dambulla main road. It has also been reported that there had been a brawl between two groups by the roadside and one of them hit the other and threw him to the road, which resulted in the thrown person being trampled by the container. The assailant was reported to have escaped. The police officer who was injured in a road accident near the Kurunduwatta police roundabout in Colombo 7 has succumbed to his injuries at the Colombo National Hospital. A vehicle which came with high speed has hit the traffic police officer engaged in duty near and stopped on the roundabout. The driver told police that he was unable to control the vehicle as he had fallen asleep at the time. The urgent debate on the issue of the tendency of professionals leaving the country due to the economic crisis was conducted in Parliament today. The proposal for the conducting of the debate was presented by the opposition.
Parliamentarian Eran Vikramaratne said that the intellectuals and professionals leaving the country is a phenomenon that is taking place in the country since the middle of the last century. He added that, however, the situation has been aggravated in the past few years. The parliamentarians had called for a program to safeguard the future of the country by protecting the intellectuals' intelligent Asia of the land. State Minister of Finance Ranjit Singh Balapatiya said that this is not the time to vacate the country. He has pointed out the need to create the background to bring back those who left the island.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe says that the government, including himself, is committed to extending the highest appreciation and honour to teachers in the society by safeguarding the rights of the entire teacher generation. He has made these remarks in a communique issued in connection with the Teachers' Day. The teachers of the country are rendering a constructive service unflinched by the existing challenges. They are sacrificing their time, energy and money to enhance the intelligence of millions of children amidst strenuous difficulties. The President in his message says that the government appreciates with gratitude the enormous services carried out by teachers. He adds that the government has initiated several new reforms in the education sector in order to mould a generation of children who could compete with the developing world. President Ranil Wickremesinghe in his International Teachers' Day message has extended his best wishes for the teachers of the country who play a pioneering role in creating a future generation of youth filled with virtues and intellect. The Guru Pratibha Prabha Pranam, organised by the Ministry of Education in parallel to the World Teachers' Day, was held at the Ministry Auditorium under the patronage of Minister of Education Sushil Premajayant. On this occasion, tributes have been bestowed upon 21 principals selected from 26 schools and 70 teachers. Minister of Education Sushil Premajayant said that the knowledge of the children are being evaluated through term tests, grade 5 exams, ordinary and advanced level exams. However, he added that teachers who prepare children for such exams say that these exams are not necessary. The minister said that this is why that they have gone to courts. He has also questioned on how to give a quality education amidst such challenges. The teacher shortage will have to be eliminated. At the same time, teachers with quality education will have to be created. The minister said it was due to this reason that they are attempting to amalgamate 19 faculties and form a university.
The Department of Irrigation says that the flood situation in the area below the Nilpala River may further increase slightly. Therefore, residents in the divisional secretariat divisions of Malimbada, Akuresa, Athuraliya, Komburupitiya, Tihagoda and Mathara have been requested to remain vigilant. The heavy rainfall that has affected the Mathura district has inundated the houses of more than 2,500 families. The Rupavahini correspondent says a further 8,900 families in low-lying areas have also been affected by the floods. 301 houses have been partially damaged. The Mathura District National Disaster Relief Centre says that 2 houses have been completely destroyed. All schools in the Mathura district have been kept closed today due to heavy rainfall. Many roads in the area are underwater, causing immense obstructions to the daily routing of the people. 75 persons in 25 families have been victimized by a landslide accident in Dialape in Akurasa yesterday. Residents identified to be living in partial or high-risk danger areas have been temporarily relocated in the Dialape Regional School. The Disaster Management Center says the victims have been provided with basic facilities. An area of 5 acres have been subjected to the earth slip. Irrigation engineers in charge of the Castlereagh and Mount Sakale reservoirs said that the water levels in these reservoirs are increasing rapidly due to the heavy rainfall in the Central Highlands. They say that the water level in the Castlereagh reservoir has exceeded 75% of its capacity and the water level in the Mount Sakale reservoir has exceeded the 78% limit. Under such circumstances, the Lakshapana, New Lakshapana, Kanjon, Vimala Surendra, Polpitiya and Broadland hydropower electricity generation stations have reached the level of maximizing the fullest extent to their power generation capacities. The engineers in charge of the reservoir also say that even during the period of power generation, the water levels of the reservoirs are increasing by around 1 inch per day as a result of the intensity of the rainfall. The water level of the Castlereagh reservoir is only 8 feet below the spill level, while Mount Sakale reservoir, the overflowing level is only 10 feet above the water level. Further rainfall would lead to eventual slip over the reservoirs. The SLRC reporters further says a thick fog is covering the road network in the highlands at present. Our correspondents also say that the heavy rainfall in the upper Kukuluganga areas has increased the water level of the Kudaganga. Sluice gates of the Kukuleganga reservoir have maintained open. As a result, the flood situation in the Bulat Singhal area has worsened, inundated more roads. The protective side wall of the St. Mary's Tamil School has collapsed due to the heavy rainfall in Kegol area. And strong winds have caused serious damages to 25 houses in Puhulyaya, Mahayangane this afternoon. The 2 houses were reported to have been destroyed. Falling of trees have damaged park apples. The officials of the Mahayangane Divisional Secretariat Divisions and the Disaster Management Unit are reported to be evaluating the damages caused by the tornado around 2 p.m. Meanwhile, the Department of Irrigation has issued a red notice to the residents of the sides of the Nilwala River. The Department of Meteorology predicts heavy rainfall exceeding 100 millimeters in the Nilwala River basin in the next 24 hours. If that happens, there is a severe danger of water flowing across the protective bonds of the Nilwala River to the lower Nilwala Valley in the Divisional Secretariat Divisions of Mathura, Balimbada, Akurasa, Athuraliya, Kumburupitiya and Tihagoda.
The Digicon 2023 program will be inaugurated on the 11th of this month with the objective of speeding up the process of digital economic transformation. A media briefing to enlighten the relevant groups in this connection was held at the President's Media Centre yesterday under the leadership of State Minister Kanaka Herath. The main aim is to implement a digital economic plan in the country in order to face the international competitive economic order. Accordingly, conferences and workshops are scheduled to be conducted to educate the general public on the socializing of the digital economic plan. State Minister Kanaka Herath said that we launched this program to create a digital economic plan in Sri Lanka. We were able to create the digital economic policy for this. At present, the contribution to Sri Lanka's GDP by digital economy is only at 4%, and we are looking to develop this sector and to increase the contribution of the GDP by up to 15% by the end of 2030. Project Director Digicon 2023-2030 Prasad Samaravikrama, Additional Secretary to the State Ministry of Technology N.M. Vikramasinghe, President of the Sri Lanka Information Technology Industry Federation Indika de Soisa have also graced the occasion.
Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena says the law will be implemented sternly against those who are engaging in strikes, causing difficulties to the passengers. The Minister has instructed his secretary to conduct an unbiased and speedy investigation on the ministry level on the railway strike and take strong disciplinary measures against the culprits. Life of a young student was lost last month due to the unjust trade union action. An investigation is underway on the incident. The government, after focusing attention on the situation, has taken measures to turn railway into an essential service. Even under such circumstances, railway assistant guard have commenced an instant work stoppage based on a dispute between railway security officer and a railway assistant guard. As a result, many train journeys have been cancelled and passengers subjected to strenuous difficulties.
A crime and drug eradication program in human habitats has commenced. It is being implemented in parallel to the 2023 World Habitat Day. Accusations have been levelled regarding increasing of narcotic usage, crimes and other forms of abuse in communities. The workshop has been organised by the Ministry of Urban Development and Housing by taking into consideration of this fact. The first of a series of programs jointly organised by the National Housing Development Authority and the Urban Development Authority has got underway in the Sidevagama habitat in Morontuduwa, Kaluthara yesterday and today. The Kaluthara District Secretariat Office of the National Housing Development Authority was in charge of implementation of the program. 36 families are currently residing in the Sidevagama habitat, which was originated in 2017. The assistance of the police and the universities have been utilised in this program. The keynote address of the workshop was conducted by Senior Lecturer of the National Education Institute, R.D. Saman Priyantha. The Urban Development and Housing Ministry says similar crime and narcotic prevention programs will be implemented in all habitats in the island. Another workshop to enlighten residents in habitats regarding condominium-related properties was conducted at the Soizapura apartment housing complex in Moratuwa yesterday.
General Secretary of the United National Party, Palitharange Bandara, said that at a media briefing in Colonna yesterday that the present president is always striving to manage the economy without causing any burden on the general public due to the conditions of the International Monetary Fund. The UNP General Secretary has also presided over the ceremony to declare open the Colonna Electorate Office of the party yesterday. General Secretary of the United National Party, Palitharange Bandara, said that the IMF has informed to further increase the tax payments. He added that, however, the President does not want to further burden the people. The General Secretary said, therefore, that the President has not done what the IMF wanted to do. Only what is relevant for the country is being carried out. Sri Lanka has been able to achieve an economic progress of 3.4%. The IMF has predicted that Sri Lanka would achieve a further 1.7% economic growth the next year. It was due to the sound economic management of President Ranil Wickremesinghe that all such economic advancements have become possible. Meanwhile, an event was also held in Colonna today in connection with the joining of a group which had been subjected to injustice during the period of terror to the UNP today. It was organized by the Chief Electorate Organizer of UNP Colonna, Hasita Mohandiram. Groups from the Janata Vimukti Peramuna and the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna have joined the UNP on this occasion. Dr. Tharidu Vijayakorn of the veterinary unit of the Sri Dalanda Maligava says that injured female elephant Sita should undergo further treatments for 1 week period under medical supervision.
The elephant was subjected to a shooting attack in the dawn on the 30th of last month. The injured elephant was brought to a location near the Faculty of the Veterinary Medicine Peradeniya from Mahiyanganaya through judicial permission. It was shifted to a new location in Ranavana in Pilimatalawa to facilitate the treatment process. Recent inspections of the elephant have revealed that there were metallic substances in the body of the elephant. Meanwhile, the wildlife officials have taken measures to treat an elephant of whose trunk was severely injured in Kallanchia in Anuradhapura. The jumbo between the ages of 30 to 35 years and has injured which have pierced the trunk were visible. The treatment was carried out by medical team including wildlife veterinarian in charge of the Anuradhapura region, Dr. Chandranajaya Singha. It is believed that the wound may have occurred due to the attack of another elephant. The injured animal was subjected to a full 9-hour anesthetic surgery.
And meanwhile, Kurunegala District Secretary R.M.R. Ratnayaka says it has been possible to minimize the dengue threat in the Kurunegala district. However, the District Development Committee has decided to conduct a special dengue control week from the 9th to the 16th of this month with the intention of further controlling the dengue threat.
Dengue වගකීම අපේ අරමුණයි. ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය සමග මෝටීන් ඩෙන්ගු නැති හෙටක්.
2,248 dengue patients have been reported from the Kurunegala district in the recent past. One dengue-related death has also been reported. The highest number of patients have been reported from the Medical Office of Health Divisions of Kurunegala and Pannala.
වගකීම අපේ අරමුණයි. ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය සමග මෝටීන් ඩෙංගු නැති හෙටක්.
The President's Media Division has expressed concern regarding the editorial published in the Jnanaratna Pradeepa newspaper on Sunday, October 8, 2023, as well as the news report titled "An International Investigation Team is Needed for an Independent, Transparent and Thorough Investigation and Monitoring." On April 20th, 2023, Minister of Public Security Tiran Alas delivered 88 volumes and 48,999 pages of the Presidential Commission report on the Easter Sunday attack to Bishop Harold Anthony following a request made by him. During a recent telephone conversation between Minister of Public Security Tiran Alas and the President of the Catholic Bishops' Conference, Bishop Harold Anthony had mentioned that he is personally reviewing the report. In light of this, President Ranil Wickremesinghe is preparing to engage in discussions with representatives of the Bishops' Conference. The President's Media Division stated that they cannot endorse the idea of international investigations into Sri Lanka's internal matters. The Constitution of Sri Lanka and all other existing laws do not provide for conducting international investigations. Consequently, carrying out such investigations would be in violation of the law. A committee led by a retired Supreme Court judge has been established to conduct an inquiry and produce a report regarding the Channel 4 television program.
Minister Ramesh Pathirana says he is hoping to commence entrepreneur circles in 5,000 schools. The aim is to educate school children on several facts, including commencing and maintaining a business. Minister Ramesh Pathirana further says that relevant program is already been implemented in 300 schools. He has made this observation participating in the inauguration of the Provincial Industrial Exhibition at the old prison premises in Bogambara, Kandy. The exhibition, with stalls displaying activities of 20 fields of industries, will be conducted till the 8th of this month.
And now for a few more local news items in brief. Officials of the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption have arrested Regional Engineer of Geological Survey and Mines Bureau in Hambantota and his driver yesterday. They have been accused of demanding a sum of 500,000 rupees for the provision of a sand mining permit from a businessman. It has also been reported that 200,000 rupees of the bribe was taken by the engineer and 150,000 rupees by the driver. The police traffic headquarters has brought to Colombo 58 tourist buses recently on charges of installing illegal light bulbs and accessories in the vehicles, causing threats of accidents to others using the roads. Reconvening orders have also been issued to 25 buses which had failed to heed the order to return to Colombo. The police have taken measures to suspend the permits of such buses after inspections by the police and the motor traffic officials. The inaugural day celebrations of a 100-day series of programs to introduce 10 social media networks by the Sri Lanka Brahma Kumari Raja Yoga Centre was held at the Senate Council premises of the University of Sri Jawatanapura. Yesterday, the chief lecturer on the occasion was Professor Mohit Dayal Gupta of India. He has expressed opinions on this occasion on psychological disarrays and their repercussions on the brain. Introduction of 10 social media apps were also presented on this occasion. The event had been conducted with the assistance of the Values of the Wise Society of the University of Sri Jawatanapura. 50 years have been completed since the establishment of the Faculty of Mass Communication at the Kalaniya University. The event has been named as Sanjananiya Harasara Sammana. On this occasion, the services of 4 professors Sunanda Mahendra, Rohana Lakshman Piyadasa, Mapa Tilakaratna and Chandrasiri Rajpaksha have been appreciated. Foreign news on the other side of this break.
Hot and spicy, fun vibe, pick up the better karana. Beat the remake, karana to winner. Hada bawlayana, king the fashion karana. Fun, muturana, kottami kikke jamena. TikTok viral, yadava. Natilla trending, whenever. තුමි පන් තමයි.
Welcome back with international news. And Syria's health ministry says a drone attack on a Syrian military academy in the western city of Homs was killed at least 89 people. The explosive-laden drones targeting a graduation ceremony attended by cadets' families and women and children were among the dead. A UK-based monitoring group said 116 people had been killed. The Syrian army blamed the attack on terrorist groups backed by non-international forces. There was no immediate claim for the rebels and the jihadists battling the government in the country's civil war. The drone attack is believed to have been launched from the opposition head areas northwest of Homs. Later, the monitoring group Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reported that 11 civilians had been killed in government bombardments on several cities, two and villages to the opposition stronghold of the Idlib province in Aleppo.
At least 51 people have been killed and 6 wounded in a Russian missile attack on a northeastern village, Ukrainian officials have said.
Tonight, a horrific scene.
Governor of the Kharkiv region said yesterday strike hit a cafe and a store in a village about 30 kilometers west of the frontline town of Kupiansk, with many civilians present at the time of the attack. He added that a 6-year-old child was among the dead. Interior Minister of Ukraine said residents of the village of about 330 people had been holding a memorial service in the cafe that was struck. There was no immediate comment by Russia, which in the past has denied hitting civilian targets. The attack was the deadliest in the Kharkiv region since Russia's invasion began more than 19 months ago.
Prima තුමි පන් තමයි.
Welcome back with the sports update. And it's cricket. Pakistan became winners in a World Cup cricket tournament with Netherlands played at the Rajiv Gandhi International Cricket Stadium in Hyderabad, India today.
The Pakistan team batting first had scored 286 runs. Both Mohammad Rizwan and Saul Shakil have scored 68 runs each. Bastalid had captured 4 wickets and the Netherlands needed 287 runs for victory.
Prima තුමි පන් තමයි.
And with that, we conclude tonight news. Just tomorrow at the very same time. I'm Charita signing off with Kasani. Stay safe. Good night.
Good night.